everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Day after vaccination today, no major side effects thankfully, just the very achy COVID arm overnight, which kind of kept on waking me up, but I'm not as tired as I thought it would be, and it's not aching so much now. It's more anywhere now when I just move it up. I can still feel it slightly, but it's not as bad now. It seems to have subsided a bit. Funnily enough, a flu arm I actually felt more this time. I didn't feel it at all last year, but this time I felt it, but not as bad as the COVID arm though. So both arms were a bit achy, which is a little bit difficult sleeping, but feels like someone been punched sort of thing, but it seems to be alright. It got better now. I can still feel it a bit, but not so bad. And also I'm very lucky that it wasn't raining yesterday, because it's chucking it down with rain today, but yesterday was thankfully quite sunny, which meant I could have it in the garden, because it would have been a bit difficult having it in the garden with it chucking down the rain. I don't think that would have been possible. I would have had to instead have it in the kitchen, probably with the door wide open. That's what I would have had to have done, which would have made it a bit more stressful for me, so I was lucky in that respect. And then tomorrow I have my social care review at 11:30 on Zoom. So this morning I've just been writing out almost like a mini essay of notes just so I can read it out tomorrow, so I don't forget anything, like the things I need to say. Because otherwise, knowing me, I might forget some critical information that I want to get across. So I thought in this video I'd just read out what I'm going to say tomorrow to the social worker. That's what I thought I'd do. So social care review, which is tomorrow, Thursday, October the 30th at 11:30 AM. So my main concerns are that my father is getting older. He's getting on in life, and manages my care needs all on his own. These care needs are extensive. He does my food shopping for me. Online food shopping would be too anxiety provoking on an OCD level. He manages my finances, including filling out benefit forms. Recently he managed my universal credit migration from ESA for me, which was very stressful for him. I can't handle benefit assessments at all and need someone I trust to fill out the forms on my behalf. My dad helps me whenever there's a problem in my home, such as a leak, boiler maintenance, new light bulbs, repairs. He deals with phoning up for relevant people, like plumbers, or like if you need workmen in, that sort of thing, on my behalf. Now and then I let him in my home to do essential cleaning, but only in a short period of time after my latest COVID jabs. Because of my OCD, I only feel safe letting him in around 3 months, in the first 3 months after my latest COVID jab, because of my OCD. So it's only like a short window that I can allow him in. And I can't be in a house with him while he does the cleaning, attending to repairs, so I sit in his car or wait in my garden. It's obviously very stressful for me, I have to make sure he's wearing a mask. I feel really contaminated, I have to ventilate the place, I have to wear my mask for ages, but I can only have that done. But after my jab, I can do it, but it's just very stressful. Without the jab, it wouldn't be possible at all. Literally, I wouldn't allow anyone in without my jab. I would be seriously messed up. So yeah. I can't access therapy from the clinic for my OCD. They say I'm too complex. I did complain to pals about this, but the clinic won't change their mind. They say I might be able to get therapy once I have a support worker in place, because I clearly need some support with the therapy. Also, I had CBT at the clinic before, but a long time ago, and it didn't help when I wasn't also getting specialist autism support. I need a transition plan in place now, whereby I am assigned a support worker or professional carer whom I can trust and develop a relationship with. This is essential because I don't want to be left in a situation where my dad can no longer care for me and I am suddenly having to get to know a new person. This would be deeply traumatic for me as I struggle with change, and it takes me ages to build trust with someone. Bearing in mind I also have severe contamination OCD, so they will need to be COVID aware, masking, good hygiene, etc. I would like to get to know a support worker over Zoom gradually who I connect with and who understands both autism and OCD, so that when my dad can no longer care for me, I am not suddenly left without support. That would put me in a very vulnerable situation, as I wouldn't be able to cope and would be put at risk of harm and neglect. Although I receive direct payments, which my dad manages on my behalf because I can't manage my own finances due to my autism and dyscalculia, I lack the ability to find a support worker and need social services to find one for me, someone who could do things for me, not just help, someone who can clean, deal with home maintenance issues such as contacting the plumber, and fill out benefit forms and DWP admin whenever I'm reassessed. It is critical that I build trust with this person, as they will be providing me with so much care, which is a lifelong need. I worry daily about what will happen when my dad is no longer around, because I struggle with so many aspects of daily living, as I can't fill out benefit forms, for example, or interact with Citizens Advice Bureau because it causes me such extreme stress due to DWP phobia and executive dysfunction. I would risk having no income if there's no one there to manage DWP on my behalf, and my autism means this would result in severe meltdowns, impulsive behaviour, and significant risk of harm to myself. I want to avert this risk, and that's why I've asked for this review, because I don't have much time on my hands, considering my dad's age. I was receiving support from an autism charity before the pandemic, when I could still see people face to face, although my dad still did a lot of caring. I was receiving support from an autism charity before the pandemic, when I could still see people face to face, although my dad still did a lot of caring, because they never really did stuff for me but only stood by, helping me do things which didn't fulfil all of my care requirements. But they helped me travel places and they built my confidence. Unfortunately, since 2020, my support needs have increased, and the autism charity can no longer give me the support I need, as their support staff don't do things for people such as cleaning, shopping, but only help them do it. Okay, so that's basically what I'm going to be saying to social services tomorrow. I'll basically just read it out, because otherwise I'm going to forget what to say. So I think it's got all the most important points there. I don't think I've missed anything, really. Yeah, so we'll just have to see what happens. I really hope that I'm not going to get any gaslighting, ableist crap about strengths and about independence, because I'm a woman of a certain age. I will not handle that ableist bullshit. If anyone tries that on me, it's not going to go down well. So all I know is I have needs. I know what my needs are. That's me expressing myself. That's my agency. I know myself. I know my brain. I know what I'm capable of, and I just want people to listen, and I want people to ultimately give me what I need so that I can live the best life possible for me, basically. That's basically what I want and need. What I really need is therapy alongside specialist support. But as I say, the clinic have said that they can't provide me with therapy, which is really out of order. I guess because I'm not going to get better in 6 to 8 weeks, and I don't think I'm therapy ready. But how can I ever be therapy ready if I'm not actually receiving support? It's like, duh. So I'm not going to become therapy ready if I'm not actually receiving any support. It's like, when is that going to happen? Oh, we'll just leave you to become therapy ready. It's like, when's that going to happen? You don't just suddenly become therapy ready when you don't have any support. It's like, it doesn't happen, does it? So yeah, that's not very bright thinking. Yeah, so we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow, really. I've done my bit, I've written it all out, I've expressed myself, there's not much more I can do. Ultimately, this will be on record, because I'm going to send it as an email as well. I think I have already sent it as an email, actually, but I might just send the whole thing as an email, because I think my other email might not have gone into enough detail. So then if, say, something happens down the line, like social services neglect me or whatever, because I've told them, I've pre-warned them what will happen, I won't be able to cope. if shit hits the fan and like basically they haven't provided me with the support I need, the support I've been telling them I need, then it's really not going to look very good for county council, adult services, because it's not like I haven't told them. It's not like there hasn't been an email train. This is all on record, so that's going to look fun if it has to go to the courts, isn't it? Yeah. I have actually got people who work in law in my family, so, but yeah, like I said, I'm just going to consult my lawyer. Yeah, hope that won't happen, but you never know with these things, so, yeah. But I'm not looking forward to tomorrow, I have to say, I am not looking forward to it. Because it's really very draining speaking to social services. My dad spoke to this one on the phone already, and he did say that she was very caring and understanding and empathetic. So hopefully she's like that when I speak to her, because that makes such a difference. If they actually listen and are caring and empathetic, that makes such a difference. Like, I've had the best and the worst of social services. I have had a very, very, very positive experience with a social worker in the past who sadly left. But back when I had a named social worker who was really, really nice and understanding, completely got autism. But I've also had some really horrible experience, like the one I saw last time was so toxic. I spent about a year recovering because some of the things he said were absolutely disgusting. That's part of the reason why I ended up complaining. Because he was so gaslighting and rude. He was basically saying I needed therapy to learn how to clean, implying that it was somehow a mental health issue, when it's like, yeah, obviously like, I have OCD, but it's not just to do with that, it's to do with the fact I'm autistic. And yeah, and he was also saying, oh, let's focus on your strengths, you don't just have deficits. And it's like, I can bloody well talk about my condition the way I want. You know, no one's telling me, I'm sorry. That's one thing I cannot handle, is other people, particularly abled, telling me how to talk about my condition. That is my entitlement. That is my right. I am not taking other people telling me how to talk about my condition. No. I am sorry. That is not happening. I am allowed to talk about my condition the way I see fit. I'm allowed to say I have a disorder because I do. I'm allowed to say I have deficits because I do. And I'm not going to take any toxic positivity about my strengths. I know I have strengths, but that's not why I go to support. I go to support for help with my difficulties. I don't want any platitudes. I don't want any pie in the sky thinking about things that I'm not able to do, because I've already bloody well told them what I can and can't do. Thank you very much, I'm not a child, I know myself. I mean, even children know themselves, I should be listened to, but you know, I'm an adult. I don't need a little talking down about what I can and can't do, because it doesn't go down well with me. It just makes me very, very, very angry. Okay, so thank you for watching.